mentioned last break, we are going to see the performance by Sunon Wachira Warakan, a contemporary dancer that has been showing his show abroad for long years. Now he is back in Thailand with a new dance that said the meaning of missing his hometown in his new contemporary dance. Sunon Wachira Warakan, a key member of Pichet Dance Company, has returned home with Home, his first full-length solo dance production. Sunon's first solo performance weaves storytelling and dance into a touching and intimate creation, inspired by his months away in New York as a Mandarin Oriental dance fellow, and pieced at Sunon's childhood home through sparse starring phrase and sentence. He placed us in front of his first home, pressed us inside the door, guided us into small corners, took us down to the lanes of his neighborhood in Phuket, drew us the portraits of the people who populate in the house. Sunon and his family moved several times during his childhood. As Sunon entered adulthood, his home grew more transcendent, some place he could never call his own. In the black empty space, save for few props, Sunon lit up surface and corner with flashlights, each movement of the light for every story, if he was playing hide and seek with his own memories.
I think about the everyone have the home or house, and I think about the feeling when I stay home, when I am a boy. I born in Phuket, and I take time with my family, and I feel something when I go to New York because I saw everyone. They came overseas and go to New York and go to work, go to study or something like that. I think about it. I think about that one. Where is their home? And why they want to come to New York? And everyone, why they want to go to New York? That one is a big question for me when I walk on stage or when I use the subway in New York. Yes, and someone asked me about the new production, and I said yes. I thinking about this. I call home. Yes, and that moment I start to thinking about this and prepare about the new production when I go back to Thailand.
Sunon Wachira Warakan began his performing life as an actor with Maradok Mai, the drama group established by Chonprakan Chanryeong. In 2003, he changed his work path to dancing by joining Pichet Glanchun Dance Company and become part of its traveling troupe, performing in many dance festivals around the world.
Contemporary dance in Thailand is like a first step because a few dancers make about the contemporary dance in Thailand, in Bangkok. I think if I when I learn something about dance, about the Thai classical dance, about the contemporary dance, why I'm not to make a new one? For me, to develop myself, to make a new piece for the audience, to Thai people or everyone in Bangkok.
As Sunon creeps along the wall, his finger has limb feeling their way around the new space more timidly and the blind man trapping his cane. It couldn't help but draw toward his alien body in New York, and constantly shifting on movement the balletic or classical Thai influence to ninja and Spider-Man like. Add to that feeling of dislocation, the quality of Sunon's movement seems to be that of an outcast. There is a shiftness in his body that may have come from the artist's late start in dance, yet Sunon's dancing had clarity, that kind of headstrong determination. It was a grace of an outsider.
I don't think so much about the audience. I thinking about the develop to myself, and I have some message want to tell to someone, and I try to make a dance piece and contemporary and like how I can. It's like I have something in my hand, and I can develop and don't throw to audience, just see something like it, and audience can see it and thinking, and what did they feel? Yes, and get it or nothing.
It's been a personal challenge for me, Sunon say. I'm using a follow choreographer instruction, and now here I was choreographing the whole piece myself. It certainly involved much more grand exercise. Sunon said the show won't have the same flavor as Pichet's work. They're like the same restaurant, but Pichet and I are two different chefs.
In New York, I had to talk something in the young generation. They practice about the ballet. All of them practice about ballet, and I said to them, okay, don't worry about in the future about you, young generation, because I studied dance just 10 years ago, and now you practice about the dance maybe 5 or 10 years ago too. And if you want to say something, don't worry about that, about your technique. Me too. I don't worry about my technique or my age, because I have something to present, to talk with audience. Because young generation, many of them don't want to stay at home. And if you think about home, the real meaning, maybe in the future or after you see the show, you will love your home.
Sunon has his own unique style in his dancing after he has been collecting his experience in the stage for years. We can hope that there's going to be the new improvement of performance arts in Southeast Asia and Asian community. Next break, we are going to Drama ASEAN event to see the movie from Indonesia called Quickie Express. Stay tuned.